Om Namo Narayanaya. Namaste. We are working our way through the wonderful Krishna Karnamrutham, Nectar to the Ears of Lord Krishna by sage Leela Shuka. We are in chapter 1. Though I have the desire to see with my eyes the child with pretty lotus-like eyes permanently, the blessings of God for fulfilling that wish, alas, is far, far away from my hands. When will I be able to see your lotus-like face, which is always smiling and has reddish lips, which when playing music with the flute is very happy, which is always moving and which is very pretty, and with the two pretty eyes resembling blue lotuses? When will the merciful God look at me with his eyes, which are playful, which are cooling in effect, which are bluish red, which resemble a lotus flower, and which are ornamented due to wonderful playfulness? O God who plays the flute, I keep on hunting for your face, which is having a big crop of hair, which is decorated by peacock feathers, which has eyes that keep on shifting, which has pretty red lips, similar to bimba fruits, which has a soft smile, which is similar to honey, and which at first look itself appears as generous. I am hunting for the Lord, who is the well-matured sweetness, whose shine wins over the water-laden black clouds, who is extremely playful, who decorates his hair with peacock feathers, who has a mind-stealing lotus-like face, who steals the glances of goddess Lakshmi, and who takes care of all his devotees of this universe. Though only distantly referred to by great sages, he is seen by the young ladies of Aruja country, with ever-glowing face that bewitches the three worlds, and with a body which looks like a slightly open blue lotus. And when will this poor man be able to see him like that? In this present time, when will I be able to see the God who has a pretty lotus-like face, who often sees all the four sides, who keeps on playing his flute, different ragas as he pleases, who has ever-shifting looks, and who has extremely bewitching eyes? The pretty full moon-like face of Mukunda, admired by the moon himself during his youth, clings to the mind of mine, who am an expert libertine, and an expert in line drawings, and his very shy face with a gentle smile, which spreads to his lips, is acting like honey on me. Let me get dissolved with him, who has a moon-like glowing face, as a result of his victory in a lover's tiff with a Varuja maiden, and who won with very happy eyes similar to the lotus flower, which have just opened due to the emerging heat of the sunlight. Let me get merged in the sweetness of Krishna, who completes the surroundings by the musical notes, starting from his flute, controlled by his lotus-like hands, and who has jewel-like lips which always wear a wave of smile due to his ever-joyous nature. Let me get merged in the sweetness of Krishna, who has a chest coated with the juice of sandalwood, from the chest of gopis who were angry in the love fight, started by the arrows of flower of the god of love, and who has a lotus-like face which is pretty, and adorned with a smile and beats the full moon's shine. O child of Varuja clan, may my eyes permanently see the pretty form of yours, whose eyebrows are pretty and curved like the bow of the god of love, whose eyebrow hairs are thick, whose eyes which bear the devotion of devotees and the passion of the gopi maidens, who keep shifting glances always, whose indistinct prattle is ebbing with the essence of kindness, whose lips which ooze out nectar are deep red in color, and whose music coming out from the flute is heard permanently. And his body, which is black like a dark cloud, is bewitching the world. His childishness, his lotus-like face, his kindness, his playful looks, his handsomeness, his pretty smile, truly and truly are not seen with any other god. I am able to see your childlike form, O Murai, who has taken a resolution to destroy all people who are bad, and to protect all those who believe in him without any other thought, and who is pretty and has shining and fabulous hair. Who is that person who walks in the streets of Mathura, who is walking slowly and prettily like an elephant in a rut, whose hair is decorated by peacock feathers, who resembles a pure pillar made of emerald, who is a pretty child like a picture with a smile, who keeps on changing according to circumstances, and whose words of prattle are very pleasant? In this halo of light, that of a young boy, whose portion of feet, which is decorated by goddess Lakshmi, beats a hollow of a crowd of lotus flowers, whose hands are interested in playing the flute, appear as if they are showing dancing poses, whose hands show passion to the doe-eyed damsels, whose words appear to be a rain of sweetness, and whose face is beyond the capacity of words to describe. And he likes to decorate himself with peacock feathers. All other ornaments appear not necessary to him, and his face is decorated by different types of tilak, and also, due to his pretty lips, it is a flood of light. These indeed are surprising, and his pretty bewitching form is making even the dull-headed ones into devotees. What a wonder that the indescribable pretty play of Lord Krishna is set in front of me, and also on all my sides, and my eye is the witness for this. And, O Mother, to me all the three worlds are full of that child. But, alas, I am not able to touch him or embrace him with my hands. When would I be able to experience Lord Krishna's thick-set hairs, very broad forehead, very soft-spoken words, very broad eyes, sweet enriched pills, pretty face, and listless walk? When I beseech the friend of my soul several times, please look after me, how will it ever reach his ears, as he is always sweetly singing his flute? That feels like a good place to stop. So there appears to be some repetition in this. He repeats the same phrases over and over again. But think about if you were writing a love letter to some girl or guy you really liked. What do you often do? You often repeat things. Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. How many times do you say that alone? And you'll often say the same things. Oh, you're the most beautiful, or you're the most whatever, over and over again. Because you just feel it, and you can't say it enough about how much you love this person. Krishna is no different. Krishna is a real being. I know there is a trend to talk about God in this ethereal way, but I think that's wrong. I think God is a being, just like I am a being. Well, not just like this, but we are entities, we are people. And I love Krishna, and the writer of this book loves Krishna. So this love is no different than the love you give a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a fiancé or whoever. You repeat the things over and over and over again. That's the thing that we find here in Hinduism. These are real people. These gods are real. And it's easy to love them. But when you make God into a cloud, into a being with no form or personality or substance, it's really hard to love that. And I think that's where people fail, is they try to give love to something that's just this entity, and there's no love back from an entity that has no feelings. But when you know that God is an entity and that has feelings, you fall in love as much as you do to that person you're going out on a date with. That's the secret. So if this feels repetitive, it's not when you consider this is speaking to a real person. And if you wrote a love letter, it would probably be repetitive too. All right. I shall see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Swaminarayan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.